So guys, I think we've just seen the worst. And I mean, the worst call in the history of sport. I think we actually might have just seen the worst call in the entire history of sport. And like, this is a shock that it is actually not DiJonai Carrington committing a flagrant.
DJ Carrington has quickly become one of the WNBA's most polarizing figures. And after the explosive showdown between the Dallas Wings and the Golden State Valkyries on July 26th, her saga just took a dramatic new turn. Once known for making headlines for all the wrong reasons, DJ now finds herself on the receiving end of the chaos she used to spark. In a twist dripping with irony, she may have just experienced the most poetic moment of the 2025 WNBA season.
That call on DiJonai when Tiffany literally flew over her, wild. And then if you saw Paige's face when it was like, I think like 55 seconds left on the clock or something like that, and the coach was like giving them the next play, bruh.
While questionable officiating has haunted the WNBA all season, DJ Carrington had somehow remained untouched by the worst of it until July 26th. That night, the script flipped. For the first time, Carrington found herself caught in the crosshairs of the league's most bewildering whistleblowing, finally experiencing the same frustration that's plagued so many others.
Does not look nor play like she's 35. Okay, she be bringing it to them girls each and every night. She got that, acting like that face harness, okay, like to protect her face, her eyes, her nose, whatever that is. She be look like a dominatrix to me. I'd be like, bro, who is that? She looks like, it's giving Scarecrow, or like a Black Raven vibe, okay, like a hawk. Like she looks like a bird of prey. Okay, and that's how she plays. She plays like a bird of prey, while the other girls in the court are just worms to her. Okay, they are bird food because she be cooking and eating everybody.
If you're enjoying this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe. Now, with under 2 minutes remaining and Dallas trailing by 3, Yanel Saloon launched a deep three that clanked off the rim, triggering a frantic scramble. DJ Carrington chased down the rebound but made a smart, composed decision, pulling back and allowing the ball to roll out of bounds to retain Dallas possession. A savvy, veteran move. And then, chaos erupted. Tiffany Hayes came barreling in at full speed and slammed into the now stationary Carrington from behind, sending both players sprawling. By almost any definition, it looked like a foul on Hayes. She initiated the contact and was completely out of control.
The ball gets swung, Yanel Saloon shoots the ball. It's coming out. So, DiJonai Carrington is just shielding the ball out of bounds. She's just shielding the ball out of bounds, as you do. And Tiffany Hayes tackles her to the ground.
But somehow, against all logic, the officials called the foul on Carrington. Yes, you heard that right. Let me say it again, because it's that absurd. Tiffany Hayes sprinted full speed into a completely stationary DJ Carrington, knocked her clean to the floor, and the ref still decided Carrington was the one at fault. The call was so blatantly wrong that even her harshest critics, people who usually celebrate her every stumble, were left shaking their heads in disbelief, admitting the officials got this one painfully wrong.
Draw foul, I'm like, what is this? I mean, she almost deleted freaking DiJonai. I thought, like, I was really gravely concerned for DiJonai Carrington's life and health. I'm like, did y'all not just see Tiffany Hayes just throw her body up against her and slam her to the ground? This is crazy. Literally slammed her. DiJonai Carrington got pushed into a freaking old white man's lap because of Tiffany Hayes jumping on her like she ain't got no sense.
Now here's where the story takes a turn, and where karma steps fully into the spotlight. Normally, a call this egregious would ignite immediate outrage. WNBA fans, players, analysts, and even casual viewers would be united in disbelief, flooding social media with criticism of the officiating and support for the wronged player. But this wasn't a typical situation, and DJ Carrington isn't your typical player. The reaction came fast, and it was ruthless. Instead of defending her, fans across the board essentially shrugged and said, "Good." She had it coming.
Was going down for a fast break layup. DiJonai winds up and smacks her across the head, and Skylar is on the ground having a hard time getting up. But this was something where people are saying, okay, DiJonai, this is happening a little bit too much for my liking. These hard fouls, these reckless plays are happening a little bit too much. And I want to show you guys one more play that was also in that game that actually injured Gabby Williams. Now, if you watch here, Gabby Williams is going up for a little mid-range jumper. DiJonai jumps to try to block her, and she comes down to where Gabby Williams doesn't have enough landing space. So she lands in her landing space, and then Gabby Williams rolls her ankle.
The sentiment on social media was loud and clear. Fans who had watched DiJonai Carrington poke Caitlin Clark in the eye, rack up flagrant fouls, and build a reputation for what many saw as dirty play weren't exactly rushing to her defense. Instead, there was a sense of poetic justice in the air. Comments like karma finally caught up with her, and now she knows how it feels flooded timelines. The reaction was so overwhelmingly one-sided, it became a story in itself. Here was a player who had undeniably been wronged by a terrible call, yet sympathy was nowhere to be found. It was a textbook case of how reputation and past behavior can completely shape public perception, even when someone is clearly on the receiving end of injustice.
Oh, once again, DiJonai Ratchet as Carrington is back at it again, being the dirty player that she is, man. So now we're pulling players to the floor by their hair. But what did we tweet earlier this week, everybody? Y'all fans swear I'm such a dirty player. I'm so over this narrative. But I just play hard as fuck, and I just make a play on the ball, and I'm tired of people calling me a dirty player.
Calling it one of the worst calls in WNBA history might actually be generous. Carrington played it perfectly. She hustled for the ball, wisely pulled back, and held her ground. Hayes, meanwhile, came flying in from behind and barreled into her. Carrington never initiated contact, never moved, yet somehow, the foul was pinned on her. By any stretch of the rules, or plain common sense, it should have been a foul on Hayes or, at the very least, a no call. The whistle was so inexplicably bad that even Golden State fans, whose team directly benefited, struggled to justify it. Dallas fans were outraged, and rightfully so, not just because it flipped possession in a critical moment, but because it laid bare the dysfunction at the heart of WNBA officiating. The game's momentum swung in an instant. What should have been Dallas ball turned into a gift for the Valkyries, who capitalized and closed out the game with a 10-point win.
Dallas ball. But do you know what another referee called? Do you know what another referee called? So one says it's Dallas ball. Another referee, as you can see right here, Salon miss, Valkyrie's rebound. Apparently Tiffany Hayes got the rebound, and DiJonai fouled Tiffany Hayes. Apparently, Tiffany Hayes got the rebound and got fouled by jumping on DiJonai Carrington.
The poetic irony of it all wasn't lost on anyone paying attention. DiJonai Carrington had poked Caitlin Clark in the eye with zero consequences. No foul, no league discipline. She'd piled up multiple flagrant fouls, only to see them rescinded on appeal. She'd even been at the center of incidents that required security to step in between her and officials. Yet somehow, she'd managed to sidestep the erratic officiating that had plagued so many others this season. Until July 26th. That's when karma finally came knocking, and it couldn't have been timed more perfectly. It happened in a nail-biter, with every possession critical, in a season where Dallas desperately needed every win to stay afloat. The blown call not only swung momentum, it directly led to points for the opposition and contributed to a loss that could loom large in the playoff picture.
Carrington, damn, I didn't think it was this bad. She played for 15 minutes. It felt like it was longer. She had 4 points, 1 assist, and 4 rebounds. I'm gonna tell you why we should have won, okay? When it comes to the biggest lead, the Dallas Wings had 12-point lead. We blew a 12-point lead, whereas the Golden State Valkyries only by 2. They had 10 points over us at the most in this game. 12 versus 10.